Guys, this very well could be such an important video for DLC 4, Black Ops 3 Zombies Revelations, the new Zombies map coming in about a month or so. It honestly could be insane, and it confirms almost a ton of stuff regarding what we've been seeing and what we've been talking about, you know, leading up into DLC 4, with the storyline, with stuff we would see within the map, with the children within Revelations. Okay, this is insane. So basically what we have here, we have some apparent DLC 4 leaked information. Okay, so you heard that right. We actually have some official, obviously it's not official, but it's from the game code, so it's, you know, it's official from the game code at least. And the guy went through the code and he went through some different stuff here. It's pretty simple. He explained the process in like a later comment on Reddit. It's pretty simple. He just went through the memory dump and he found some DLC 4 information, a couple of key stuff. So we're gonna go through all of the information. Again, it mentions Margwa was returning, which could relate back to the Great War with the Aparthicons and the Keeper battle, confirming the possible location and what we're gonna be doing in Revelations. That's a huge part of the map. Confirms so much. We're also going to be talking about the child versions of the original 4. Oh man, which is again absolutely insane, because we've been talking about that, like, oh yeah, what if like we go to DLC 4 and the children are there and all the characters and the children are there and they're in the house, in Samantha's house, and it's all a game and it's like a redo of the Origins ending. But this could actually possibly be happening. We can actually have some confirmation, like right here. This is almost giving us that information, like yes, we can see the children within DLC 4. It's unreal, man. So I'm going to go through the leaked information, and then we're also going to look at some comments of people confirming and talking about, yes, this is why the Margwas could be there, this is why the storyline matches up, this is why the children are going to be there, and we're going to read through those comments as well. So really a ton of information within this video, so if you can leave a like, that'll be greatly appreciated. I really want to see so much support on this video, because this really is such an important video, man. DLC 4, the first ever leaked information we've seen for it, and it confirms a lot of interesting stuff. So if we can go for 300 likes, that'd be freaking insane. I rarely have like goals like that, but for videos like these, like, it's just so insane, man. I really need so much support. I really need to see you guys support it. Maybe I'll do a follow-up video on this. I want to see your comments below. As you listen to the information in this video, I want you to leave your feedback below. So not right now, because you haven't heard anything yet, but I want you to leave your feedback on how this is possible, what the location will be, why we'll see the children, why we'll see Margwas. Let me read you the information first, and then you comment that below, so I can get some more feedback. I can put your comments in the next video. We can really go through this. So again, sorry for waiting here. Let's get started with the information. So, Margwas is the first thing we'll look at. It says DLC 4 _ Margwa _ jump _ cross, and it goes through a lot of stuff regarding the Margwa and DLC 4. DLC 4 Margwa down, movement stop, all these different lines of code. But the main point is that right next to it, it says DLC 4 Margwa. That's all you need to know, or a ZM _ DLC 4 Margwa if you want to be specific. And again, all of this is in the information. It's in the description below, so you can check the information out there. Again, I'm not going to put it up on screen for obvious copyright reasons. But that's that. You know, you guys can look at the images there. It's in the description. But Margwa, this is interesting. Again, I'm gonna go through this later within the video, but it's been seen before, obviously, that the Shazio lore and the Shazio storyline has been going throughout the whole game. You've seen Keepers, Aparthicons throughout every single map, and ending it off on DLC 4 obviously would make sense. But the main point is DLC 4, and we'll go through this in a second, gonna be related to the Great War. And we've talked about this time and time again, going to the Great War, going to the official, like, original first ever battle between creatures and the Primus characters, really. The original Primus characters with the original staffs. We talked about this before in a different video with the Origin staff video. So we already know that, you know, maybe we'll be going there, and the Margwa is sort of a confirmation, because the Margwa is a part of that whole lore. So seeing the Margwa within DLC 4 would make sense, because we're going back to the same location, basically where the Margwas were generated, where the Margwas were created, like where the Margwas were first spawned potentially. So that is absolutely insane. It gives us some confirmation that yes, we probably are going to that Great War before Origins during the Aparthicon and Keeper battle with all this insane stuff. So we'll have to see what happens. Whether or not it's okay, like I said, I'm not gonna say nothing's official here, so I'm not gonna specifically say Aparthicon and Keeper. I'm gonna say that just for the sake of the video, but whatever's happening within Revelations for DLC 4, the Aparthicons and the Keepers obviously will play a huge role in that. So I'll leave it at that, because I don't want to like piss anyone off and say like, oh, but you don't know that's going to be that, because obviously I don't know it's going to be that battle. But I think everyone in the community has been saying that yes, we will be going back to that battle with the Great War. Now, because of the Margwas, we have some more confirmation of that. But even before, we still were talking about that. One quick little thing here, we have another leaked code. This is actually very interesting. So it says DLC 4 Genesis, and then it says Gateworm _ slime, And that's just something, just, you know, obviously you guys know the gate worms for the Easter eggs with DLC 4, all the DLCs, that makes sense. But then it says Genesis. And we're just like, wait, Genesis, is that the map name? Is that the code name? Is Revelations the actual map name? Is Genesis the code name for Revelations? Like, what is the deal there? And if you look up Genesis, it's basically the origin or mode of formation of something. And if you think about what we're going to, the location that we've been talking about, the Great War, that would be the genesis of basically the zombie story. That would be the genesis of the premise characters. It's the formation of everything. It's the formation where everything started. It's the, you know, origins, the beginning of everything, the whole Aparthcon Keeper lore. Everything that's been occurring within the zombie storyline really all starts there, where we can be going for DLC 4. So the fact that Genesis is within the code confirms again even further that yes, we may be going to the Great War for Black Ops 3 Zombies DLC 4. It's unreal, man. It's absolutely unreal. But again, it's just a bit more confirmation that we could be doing that. Now, here's something that we really need to look at, because this is the information that I just love, man. This is something that everyone's been looking at, the child versions of the original 4. So here's the code here. It's one of the characters, and I'm guessing that obviously all of the characters will be in their children form, and we'll talk about this again, how that makes sense with the Ground Curve Easter egg ending cutscene. I'll look at comments, I'll put them up on screen. Just a long story short here, the information within the code says DLC4 _ child _ Takio. You can't get any more clear than that. Child Takio DLC4 in the code of Black Ops 3. Like, that is it. And again, the problem is that's the only code there for the child, I guess, versions of these characters. Again, I'm presuming that there's just different pieces and bits of code that we haven't actually got to yet, so that's why we only see Takio here, and we don't see like Nikolai Dempsey and Richtofen or whatever. Richtofen, I'll talk about this in a second, but Richtofen, it makes sense because his soul wasn't sent up there because Eddie is already in the house, and he's been in the house for years. So that's why Richtofen, the origins of Richtofen, didn't send up his Black Ops 1 soul in the Ground Curve ending cutscene, because his version is already there as Eddie within Samantha's house. So that's why he only needs to send up 3. With the code here, we only see 1 just because, you know, we just haven't seen the whole code for DLC 4 yet. It's just minor information, but the minor information is very huge to us. That's the only thing there. But again, we'll probably see some more confirmation, some more leaked information confirming that yes, we'll also see Dempsey and, you know, Nikolai as well within their child versions, because what we would have to see all the children versions up in the Samantha house that we've been talking about time and time again, all the way back since the Origins ending cutscene. So now I'm going to read through a bunch of stuff that people have been talking about on Reddit regarding all of this information, because again, it makes a lot of sense. Again, we're going to be relating back to the Great War, relating back to basically the ends of the location, the children, all that insane stuff. So we're going to start off here, the first comment, and it is from Jester the Fester. We're going to be in the Great War. The thing is, that's going on during the premise poster, obviously. If you obviously see within the premise poster, that was the Great War that was occurring, and that's why the Margwas are there and shit, because, you know, the kid versions he's not so sure about, but those are going to be in a separate location. The kid versions of the original 4, just to give his comment a bit more life there, and I guess Deathstruck already said it down there, so I put it in the stream, because the kids will be in the house, and that will presumably be the DLC 4 ending cutscene. Like, the ending for DLC 4 will be the children within the house, a redo of the Origins ending cutscene, but a bit more information as to why they're there, and the whole thing as a game, basically, and all that insane stuff. You guys understand that, but premise, the Great War, the Margwas will be the actual map, and then the kids in the house will be the Easter egg ending cutscene, or maybe even the Easter egg, you know, I guess the intro cutscene, whatever. That would be pretty interesting as well, but you never know, obviously. So again, that is that. Obviously, these comments aren't for me. These are just comments on Reddit that people were talking about. But again, it just makes sense. So I'm trying to clarify some of the stuff there as well. I mean, I don't know if they're watching the video or not, but Here's lacking a good name, which I'm pretty sure is actually a mod on Reddit. So he basically says DLC 4 will likely take place during the Great War, which includes the Margwas and whatnot. So again, confirming again that yes, the Margwa is direct relation to the Great War, the Aparthcons and the Keepers, and all of this lore that we've been seeing. The Great War is basically the beginning or the spawn of all of that. And the lacking a good name again says that yes, you know, DLC 4, because of the Margwas being within the code, probably will take place within the Great War as well. So again, further confirmation that we will probably be seeing that location because of the Margwas. Now, next one here, we have From John Torius, I've been saying this forever, the Origins ending is probably going to be the end-all be-all ending, just extended for the end of DLC 4. My theory is that they've all been characters played out by Eddie and Sam, obviously within Samantha's house that we saw within the Origins ending cutscene, which is kind of proven once you hit level 25 on Newtown in Black Ops 2 during the game. Sam takes over, obviously, and she says so, and the zombie's eyes change colors. Again, interesting confirmation there that yes, we will be seeing these children, and we will be seeing that, you know, basically it's really all been a game, and Samantha takes over that game during that cutscene, during that point in time. Obviously, you see that within Newtown. You don't really have confirmation within Newtown in Black Ops 2, but you understand how that's working. When the eyes basically change color on Newtown, same thing that happens within Samantha's house during the game when Samantha takes over the game, basically. Again, confirming that this is basically all just a game, and we'll see more confirmation of that probably within the ending cutscene of DLC 4. So that's obviously very interesting as well. Next one here is from Physique's Parrot, I guess? I have no clue. Oh, and he's going on this raging thing here. I freaking knew it. I called the end of Black Ops 2 and they said they'll do it again. It's going to be the same fucked up ending, but there's going to be the rest of the crew there as children. So he's just basically saying, like, you know what? We've been saying this all along. I think everyone's honestly been saying this, a lot of people at least, that yes, you know, it's going to be the children again. It's going to reiterate that it's all a game. It's all a freaking game. And all these characters are just played by these different little children within Samantha's house, man. And that's it. It's just like, it's crazy to think about, but this confirmation is so crazy because, like, this is actually gonna happen. We actually probably will see the children within DLC 4 and see, you know, how this is all occurring and why it's all a game and what is occurring and how maybe it's a real life game in a different dimension that people have been saying. That's another theory. People have been saying, like, although it's a game, it actually still happened to these characters in real life, which is another crazy thing to think about, but who knows, man. That's just another theory. But I'm just going straight off the information we have here. So, last one here is from Briggsy J97. So he basically says, so the souls appear as children in the house. Makes a whole lot of sense. That explains why Richtofen doesn't send his up, because Eddie has been there for ages, and that's why I hinted at earlier in the video. Eddie has been there forever, basically, well, not forever, but, you know, he's been there since the Origins ending cutscene, and that's why Richtofen doesn't need to send his former soul up there, because he's already there, as children, obviously. My guess is that Eddie's soul will be the one from the original Richtofen, obviously, and when Maxis takes over Richtofen's control of the zombies and buried, and that's when that happens, obviously, and Sam's is obviously from Sam within Origins, so that's the correlation there. As a metaphor, it makes sense as well. The soul is the essence of a person, not twisted and warped by the world that they inhabit, so what is a better way to show the innocence of the soul and of the person as them, you know, as a children, as a child? So that would be that within DLC 4 for the ending cutscene, showing that soul basically come to life in the ending cutscene, or maybe throughout DLC 4 in some sort of shape, way, or form, whatever they want to do. So again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. This is huge information if this all comes to life, but I think from what we've been seeing, it honestly is very possible. So again, if you can leave a like, that'd be greatly appreciated. If you can leave a comment below if you're watching at the end of this video, children, that would be really cool. I just want to see the accounts that are watching the whole video. So seriously, thank you guys for watching a pretty important video here, and hopefully we get some more confirmation, some more information about this information here, about the children, about the Margwas, the location, the Great War, all that insane stuff for DLC 4. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.